Second Theodonius 2 and 11. And for this cause God shall send them strong delusions, that they should believe a lie. That's Let me read that again. Second Theodonius 2 and 11. And for this cause God shall send them strong delusions, and that they should believe a lie. Listen to that. That's the God of the Bible again. He got y'all, sending strong delusions through the prophets, Mark, Matthew, Luke, John, that y'all gonna believe this lie. That go back to when we did the false prophet video, when we was reading the Revelations. Well, the Messiah that everybody gonna believe in ain't really the real Messiah. Go look it up. It's in Revelations. I got that over there. You see what I'm saying? Go look that up, fam. And like I said, y'all don't worship the devil or the Satan. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't worship that. Y'all don't worship the ancient African ancestors. So obviously y'all worshiping the false Messiah. And for this cause, God shall send them strong delusions, that they shall believe a lie. And what do y'all always say? We believe. Y'all exactly what the book is saying, y'all doing it. And another thing, I be sitting back watching, like we was doing the cupcake story last night, and I just kept staring in her face, and I just got emotional, bro. That shit goddamn made me. Let me stop talking about it. But I be noticing all the, God and Christian and Jesus people. It seems like they be suffering the most. I mean, I'm just being real. People that believe in that, you know what I mean? It seems like y'all be suffering the most. Cause see, I stepped away from it. So I'm looking at y'all from the outside in now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm standing back looking, and then I'm like, damn it. Every time it be a bunch of killings and stuff, all of them will be Jesus and we love God and we forgive and we believe. That all those words are being said. You see what I'm saying? But it seems like y'all is the ones suffering the most. Y'all done did something against this God, man. And he mad as hell at y'all. That just like when I had my own little business or whatever, and I'm trying to build it to where I can get it where to be. It was running, but it's like in the beginning stages. But I did that for like 9 years. And people, like my own people, was trying to harm me, they breaking in my store, robbing up my business. You know what I mean? So it came to a point I used to have to empty my store out when I left the joint. Just because, you know what I mean? It was I'd be at the crib sleep, and I get a call from the police like, yo, your shop done got broke in again, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is going on? I had to get up in the middle of the night, go up to the shop, get my mechanics and all of that together, and be up there in the middle of the night fixing some shit on the shop. But, and I say that to say this, you know what I'm saying? And too many of our people, and I'm going to go back and tie this in a minute, is, you know, he, and like I say, people was trying to harm me, you know what I'm saying? A whole bunch of times. It's like when I was in that, it was like it just was bad, man. A lot of bad stuff was happening when I was into the religion. You know what I mean? It's like I couldn't never. It's like I was on the move and the go. It's like I couldn't even think for myself. You know what I mean? And it's like stuff just kept happening and happening. It was like I always had bad luck. You know what I'm saying? Then you be asking the guy like, and the nigga don't never answer back. You know what I mean? You be like asking him like, yo, what's going on? You know what I mean? This, that, and the third. Help me and shit like, and don't nothing never happen. And after so many times, I was just like, what's really going on with this? And then we come back, tie right back in to Theodonius, Second Theodonius 2 and 11. It says, and for this cause God shall send them strong delusions, that they should believe a lie. Like I said, I'm looking from the outside in. To me, y'all done something to this God to where he got y'all suffering the most, man. People that's done stepped away from that, man, now they got their own businesses. They got time to, live with their families and shit. They got a whole different look, you know what I mean? I can't even remember the mind state that I was in. When I can't even remember who I was, before who I am now. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember the old me. I be trying to be like, I wonder how I used to feel about certain issues. It was like when I got rid of it was like a weight lifted off me. You know what I'm saying? Because then I ain't owe the God nothing. You know what I'm saying? I became the God, and now I'm responsible for me. So I ain't got no God weighing down on me like y'all got. And it seemed like y'all had the most problems, man. I don't know if the ancestors keeping their hands and over me or whatever. Cause I straight pray to the African gods. You know what I mean? Which is manifested in me. You see it, and that's what they tell you too. When you pray to the African gods, no, we in you. You know what I'm saying? You the God. You see what I'm saying? And then you go to I think it's John 10 and 9 or 9 and 10, one of them. Jesus say, ye are gods. That's what it say. You see what I'm saying? Facts. And then you look at even the gods in New York. It's the same thing. When I teach, when you look at the book of the coming forth by day and night, the primary root, it says you the hero, the hero. You see what I'm saying? It make you hold responsible for you. You see what I'm saying? And once I learned that, I was like, wow. And then you go back and read the Bible. You the Jesus. They about to put you on this cross if you don't get this together. I'm just telling you what it is. You know what I'm saying? Jesus ain't outside of you. It's inside. And it's the S-U-N. The Son of God. You see what I'm saying? It's inside of you. That power. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to make it for y'all to understand it in the Christian way. Jesus ain't outside of you floating nowhere. He inside. And he was a revolutionary against the Roman government.